on. Hello, leaders. Welcome to our weekly chat. Today is Monday, June 1st. Today's been awesome. I love day one of new groups because there's energy, notifications, messages, all that kind of stuff. It's like the first day of each group always kind of like, that's a high for us coaches when we have our clients and they're actually doing stuff. So I know for me, it's been pretty cool. It's been a busy day, but it's been nice to be able to check in there and see people actually doing stuff. So real quick, finishing off May, biggest recognition is going out to Lisa, who not only signed up in the middle of May. She finished off with Success Club 7 her first month. So congratulations to Lisa. She'll be at my boot camp in about 45 minutes. So yeah, not too much recognition going into the workout portion. So congratulations again for you, my friend. Super proud of you. Prime example of just, hitting the thing, no excuses, running. So moving on, I didn't pre-plan any big topics or anything. I know for myself, the last 2 weeks have been hit and miss with this whole like motivation and wanting to do stuff. I got to meet up with my pastor, who's one of my good friends now, Ted, this afternoon for lunch. And we spent an hour and a half just chatting about leadership and different stuff. And it's kind of funny how being a leader in the Beachbody world is exactly correlated to what he does with the congregation and the church, being a leader in that position. So it's funny how we both have this, we talk about the same stuff and it directly correlates with each other. So some of the stuff we were talking about is, just the word engagement. When you stop engaging, it's so easy for everything else in your life to kind of fall apart. And, this has been a topic I've talked to a few other coaches about this last week, and it totally reminds me of how I've been the last couple of weeks. It's like I've had days where I'm on, like I have my motivation when I wake up and it's like, boom, I bust out my tasks, I get projects done, I film videos, I do that kind of stuff. Then there was other days where it was just like a royal kick in my own ass to get myself moving. And I mean, that's the battle of life, not just this business, right? Just for whatever, you have to put in effort, and you have to engage with personal relationships. You have to engage with finances and paying off debt. You have to actually engage and put in effort to make this kind of stuff start to have momentum. So if you're in a spot where I've been the last couple of weeks, like today was the first day I felt like me again. I did that post in there this morning. I don't know if it was just the whole Monday mentality. It was day one of our new challenge. There was something that just clicked where when I went to bed last night, I think another thing real quick I'll talk about is if you feel yourself hit that wall where you are just not motivated to do anything, and if it lasts more than a day, you need to hit the brakes. You need to take a break. You need to disengage and do whatever it is you need to do to get your mind right again. For myself, when I hit that big wall, like I hit the last couple weeks, and I noticed that I just can't get my momentum going with activity. When you feel yourself hit that wall, find something that resets you. For me, it's unplugging away from the internet. It's unplugging away from this phone. It's unplugging away from people, and not necessarily people. I'd say more just internet stuff. I need to do something that fulfills me. And for me, it's nature. We went out to the beach all day yesterday. We only planned on going out for like an hour and a half, and we ended up being out there for probably 4 or 5 hours. So that was awesome. Then we ended the night with a barbecue at a friend's house yesterday. The day before that, we helped a couple friends of ours move. So I had the whole weekend to kind of just unplug away from my normal daily routine, away from the grind, right? I didn't answer back to messages. I didn't really talk to anybody as far as clients, or even on Facebook, I didn't post a whole lot. And that was just because that was my time to disengage and just reset my batteries. And so I woke up this morning actually motivated to start doing stuff again, to start my week fresh. So that's something I recommend for you guys too. If you're at that point where you're at a wall, you're in a rut. I should back up real quick, because a rut and a wall are two different things. A rut is something where you are just digging yourself into a rut. That's a dangerous place. You're already disengaged if you're inside of a rut. But if you're just taxed, if you're exhausted because you've been pushing so hard, you can only push that hard for so long until you burn out. So when you hit that wall, back off a little bit, take a day or two away from Facebook, away from, internet and stuff like that. And just, go for a hike, go out to the beach, do something that disengages from your daily activities and just get reset. So that's what I did this week. And I woke up just, awesome, back on track today.
Hi.
Miss Wifey.
We're going out.
What are you looking for?
A sweatshirt.
Oh, say bibs are we have no idea where all the bibs are.
They're all dirty.
I know how that is.
See ya, love you.
Bye.
That's the struggle of parenting we were finding out. I was like, you lose bibs and what else are we missing? Onesies. It's like you start off with a whole pile of stuff and then it's like, I don't know where any of that stuff went. For all of you non-parents, you'll understand someday. So anyways, that was kind of my weekend. I disengaged, got reset, woke up this morning. I feel like I'm me again. I feel like I'm on track. I'm motivated. I'm ready to tackle what what we're all here for. So getting back into engaging and how it affects everything. Cause that's kind of like my main word I've been holding on to, over the weekend. I just thought of the last 2 weeks and asked myself, what happened that caused me to be just not myself? And it was the fact that I stopped engaging and putting in the effort on an intensity that I was. And it starts with typically your nutrition. It's funny how it's all domino affected, right? If your nutrition slips, you feel like garbage, you're bloated, you don't feel confident in yourself. So therefore usually trickles into your fitness. You skip workouts or you do what I was doing. I was still showing up 6 days a week and working out, but I was going through the motions. I wasn't hitting my workouts with intensity like I like. So it starts with fitness and nutrition or yourself. Same thing with personal development. When you find yourself not engaging with personal development, all of a sudden your mindset starts to slip back. And then from there, your personal relationships, your home life, your finances, everything starts to pull back too. And all of a sudden you reach a point where I was out on Friday going, I do not feel good. I do not feel like myself. And how I overcame that was, again, taking a break, putting on those breaks and just doing something for me. And that was taking a weekend, just helping some friends and going to the beach. And that's all I needed. So especially this lines up perfectly with, we're in a new month right now. Today's day one of our new challenge. So everything lines up perfectly. Forget May. May's done. You can't do anything to go back and change it. If you only had 2 Success Club points and you wanted 5, so what? You can't go back and change it. Focus on where you're at now. It's a brand new month. If you do not know by now, we have 21-day fix and 21-day fix extreme challenge packs on sale. Those are both dropped down to $140. So if you want to start promoting getting a July 21-day fix group going, or if you want to get one going later in the month, if you want to continue just doing the on-demand challenge that we're doing now, that's pretty much what I'm doing. It's just on-demand challenge this whole month. So moving into using the term engagement, right? I did a video inside of our on-demand group kind of geared towards all the customers. I told them, if you want to get the most out of this group and this challenge, you need to engage with it every single day. I can say the same thing to you guys on the flip side as coaches, as the leaders of that group. We as coaches need to be engaging with our customers on a daily basis, whether that be text, on Facebook, just liking or commenting on their status updates in and out of the group on their personal page. You need to engage with those people. I've seen too many times in my own business and my life where, I get a new customer and I'm engaging with them a lot for the first week or two. And then all of a sudden I miss a few days and I forget. And next thing you know, it's been 6 weeks and I'm like, oh shit, I don't know what happened to that person. I completely just lost track of my own customer. And I go back to follow up and they're like, yeah, well, I fell off track and haven't been doing so good. And it's probably because I was the one who initiated the lack of activity. So you as a coach, do what I'm doing. Give it a shot. So I use Evernote. If you have some type of note taking, whether you prefer an actual notepad or if you use an online one, but I've been loving Evernote because it allows me to categorize within my notebook. So make a list of all your people that are inside that group. And what you need to do is kind of keep like a file on them. So set up a one-on-one phone call. I know it's going to scare the living crap out of some of you because it scared the living crap out of me for a long time. It wasn't it wasn't until like 6 months ago I got completely 100% comfortable on the phone. Facebook chat and text is so much easier and convenient, but you're missing out on that personal touch. I mean, for those of you that we do weekly check-ins via chat like we do here on Zoom, you can tell there's a better connection doing that than there is just texting on this thing or Facebooking. So get on the phone with your customers. I don't care if it's once a week, if you do it once every 2 weeks, just get them on the phone, or even better, a video call where you can actually check in with them, talk about their nutrition, their fitness, time management, all that stuff. So that's what I'm doing is I'm keeping a list, I'm keeping a file. So every time I check in with these people, or if anything pops up, I put which program they're committing to, or if they're doing a couple different ones in on demand, you can keep track if they're mixing like T25 is not on there, like P90X3, maybe they're doing some of the sneak peek workouts. You can keep track on what they're doing. So those are the programs that you ultimately, if they're doing the sneak peek workouts, you want to ultimately find out if that's something they love. Because if somebody does PIO and they're like, oh, I love this program, where can I do more than just one workout? That's where you can lead towards the end of the month, leading into a challenge pack, or just the base kit if they want to go that route. So it's all about engagement. You as coaches, you're the leaders. I'm not you. We all are setting the pace for this group. If we all back off, they're going to back off, and it's going to be a dead group. I've seen it way too many times. All of the challenge groups I've ever hosted, the ones that failed and died off, it's because I initiated just the lack of activity. I stopped posting as much. I stopped providing content and value to them. And all of a sudden it's like 2 weeks into it and I have no posts. So this group is going to be that way. We have about 80 people in there, and don't take it personally. If you brought in, let's say 6 people, don't take it personally if only 2 make it throughout this whole 30 days. Like I posted earlier, this entire thing is a numbers game. It's the same thing with personal life too. You think about a birthday party. You invite 10 people. Are 10 people going to show up? No, you're going to get 3, maybe 4 on a good level. So it's the same thing with this. We have 80 people. We're probably going to finish with 30 or 40. That's just being brutally honest. I've been in this thing long enough to see the trends. Now, if we can all pull together as leaders and coaches to really just do the best that we possibly can, at the end of these 30 days, you should be able to look at June and say, I gave every day and every client my best. If at the end of the month you can look back and say that, we may have all 80 people finish this challenge. And it would be thanks to our leadership, because that's the position we're in. Even if you don't feel like you are a leader right now, everyone is look in that group. Everyone's looking up to you. Especially tomorrow, I'm going to do a post in there. So I'm going to tag you guys, and I'm going to say, here are the leaders of the group, because we're going to be the ones putting in videos and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to tag everybody so everyone sees the name. And, if you want to, I'm probably going to have everyone create videos too. So tomorrow be on the lookout for creating some type of intro video. Just give a quick, 2 minutes about yourself, about, you as a coach and where your goals are too. I think that's kind of it as far as engagement that I can think of. So this is completely open discussion. I got about 10 more minutes till I got to jolt off here, but open discussion. If you guys have any input, feedback, if you have anything on engagement and activity that you want to put in, maybe if you've been struggling with something like I was, how you overcame it, open mic, help yourself.
Hey, Charles, are we going to try to do some kind of like a focus theme for the week type of thing? Like this week, is there a particular focus and challenge?
Yep. Did you watch the video I put in there?
Oh, I totally missed out on that one. I need to go back and see it.
Yeah. Go check out. It's a 10-minute video. I'm probably going to pin it to the top after this. So go check out that video. So the theme for the first week is going to be time management.
Perfect.
So if you guys want to start posting videos inside that group throughout this whole week, it's open. So if you want to share your tips on time management, I shared a little on my big whiteboard in my gym. I put down what I'm doing for fitness, nutrition, and miscellaneous. I put down my goals.
Awesome.
That was my first time management tip. And I'll probably break down like how I schedule workouts with watching Ty in the mornings, because they're not always at 9 o'clock where I want them to be. So I'll share little tips on that for the parents. Whatever works best for you guys as far as time management. It can be time management with your nutrition, how you pre-make your meals, how you schedule stuff. It's an open book. So whatever tips you have, make videos and plug them into the group. We're here as the leaders, so we're the ones that are providing the info.
Kind of along the same lines with the time management. For us within the group, something I've noticed before in previous challenge groups, especially when there's a lot of us leading the group, that sometimes we'll tend to all post at the same time and all comment at the same time. And that's probably because of our time schedules. But if there's a way that maybe we can manage that, where like maybe 2 of us comment in the morning, 2 of us in the mid-afternoon, and some of us in the late evening or something like that.
Yeah.
So that there's always something by the coaches being posted, and they're not like all of our videos at the same time in the morning or all of them at the same time in the afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of any way to do that off the top of my head. If anyone has any ideas on how to manage that, I think I don't even know how many of us are in there. 8? There's about 8 of us coaches in there.
I think so.
Yeah, with 8 coaches, 8 completely different schedules. I know I can't sit down and make schedules for everybody.
Right.
Yeah, so I know for myself, I typically I used to be on Facebook all day long and do the scrolling thing and commenting as they came in. So I know for me personally, I get on in the morning, afternoon, and night. So there's like 3 chunks of time throughout the day I personally get on. Yeah, so again, if I've got nothing on that. So if anyone has any ideas, feel free to pop those out.
Why don't we just put up a schedule or just volunteer to do whatever times that we can or whatever days that we can, because I'm pretty much open for most of the day. Yeah, I did notice that too. It's like we're all jumping on the same ones, and then there's other posts that go neglected.
Yeah, that's the tough part. And I try to go through and scroll all the way through and so I'm constantly trying to bump posts up that way, because I did see that. Yeah, that's a tough one. We're gonna have to see what we can do with that.
Yeah, for me, I can typically work or be on at least, I don't know, sometime like an early morning between like say 8 and 10 a.m. Central Time.
Yeah,
I can definitely kind of like maybe commit to that portion of the day and say, you know what, I'll be on there, I'll be commenting, I'll be liking, try to do most of my things, in the morning. And
yeah, it's another thing too, is we have, those of you that we have different time zones too.
Yeah.
So we might hit like, everyone towards like Central and Eastern time can do the morning post and get that going. Because you guys are, none of us on the West Coast are up at 3 a.m. unless we're feeding babies.
right.
So if you guys want to, hit the mornings, and then us West Coast people can kind of come in late afternoon, something like that.
I think that sounds good. Yeah, we can kind of go up for that.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, we'll kind of play it by ear that way. Yeah, because I know, that's it gets tough dealing with the time zone thing and challenge groups. Like I know for the challenges where I post like a daily challenge, if it's not up the night before, I mean, I get messages at like 4 a.m. like from the East Coast people. Where's the challenge for today? Yeah, it's definitely tough to kind of manage with all that stuff. And then challenges, I'm going to I didn't really schedule anything out because it's 30 days. I don't want to do a daily challenge. That's just going to be overload for people. I've also learned through doing challenge groups, more is not always better. The more you stack stuff on to people that, they have busy lives just like we do. The more we stack onto them with challenges and all this extra info, the more they're going to kind of be like, okay, whoa, that's way too much. I'm already working out and eating right. What more do you want from me? That's what they're saying. So challenges, I'll personally throw like 2 or 3 up a week. Just I said in the video earlier, if it's just like, hey guys, let's all bust out 25 push-ups on top of your workout today. Okay, this Saturday we're going to do a free day. So all of us are going to get together. If we can do some type of Zoom chat and all do a workout together, like size it up or something.
Size!
Yeah, that's right. We might as well take advantage of it. So if we, like just post like, hey guys, we're going to do an extra challenge. Everyone's doing size. Who's available at this time? Or we can even just all do, I don't even know. We can even, mix in a different type of challenge too. We can be like, okay, everyone, we're going to do P90X3, the challenge, which is all push-ups and pull-ups. Right. So we can say, okay, who can do the most push-ups, or who can stick with a 15-30 split or something like that. So I'm just thinking a few days a week we'll throw up some extra challenges like that. I'm trying to think too, what if we did I guess one thing we've done before that worked out is we kind of split up days as far as
that's right. I've done that before also where it worked really well.
Yeah, who's taking charge of all the comments and posts and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, maybe
we can do like 2 people per day since there's about 8 of us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we could do about 2 people per day. Yeah, I'll see if I can come up with like a mock schedule tonight, and get it inside the group, and we'll kind of see what people's feedback are on it.
Yeah, I think that'll work.
Yeah, and being the first week, nothing's going to run smooth this first week.
Yeah.
It's going to be kind of chaos in there. After week 2, people are going to fizzle out, and then we'll kind of find some type of better rhythm. So we'll try something out for this week and see if it sticks.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool. Well, anyone have anything else?
Yeah. I noticed somebody posted prizes. Are we doing prizes for the people that we sponsored into the group, or is it just all around prizes?
So that's where that was. I'm looking over. That was actually next on my topic. So with prizes, I'm going to throw out a $50 Amazon gift card. And I don't care if it's one of my people or not. That's going to be for whoever gets first place on best transformation. So on day 30, it's going to take about a week afterwards until we can get everyone voted. So what's going to happen is on day 30, everyone's going to take their pictures again. And whoever wants to submit their day 1 and day 30 photos along with a little type up of their story or their transformation for the 30 days, everyone in the group can vote on who they thought got the best transformation. First place, I'm going to give $50 to via Amazon gift card. And then second place, I believe Chelsea had offered up the Slim formula.
Yeah, I'm going to do the Slim formula and the Activit bottles.
Perfect. And then third place is kind of open. Whoever wants to donate something. If you have extra supplements laying around, E&E, if you want to throw up like a $15 Amazon gift card, that's kind of open, whoever wants to pitch in and do that. But I was thinking we'll do a first, second, third place prize. I was actually thinking about just throwing out a couple random days where I'll post it the night before so everyone sees it, but I'll post, hey guys, here's this challenge. Whoever completes it is going to be entered into a drawing for this prize. I'll just throw out some random stuff, and I'm personally going to commit to that just for the whole group. I don't care if it's just my people or not. Yeah. Basically, the whole point of me doing that is not because, do I love just giving out my own money and kind of stuff to random people? Yeah, it's fun, but I'm doing it because as I'm thinking about them looking up to us, they're looking at us as one team. We're one unit. It's not just me as like the lead coach and, you got you guys under here and you're helping your sub coaches. That's not how it works. We are one unit. So I want them to look at RNG crew as like, yeah, that freaking team rocks. They gave out a couple prizes to us. They weren't picky with whose customers were at which coach and that kind of stuff. So that's kind of what I was thinking about with prizes. So we'll do first, second, third place. So again, think about it tonight. Whoever wants to post in the group and say, hey, I'll take the third place prize. Here's what it is. Inside of our leaders group, post that. And then, because I haven't announced officially kind of what the prizes are yet, I'll just say first, second, third place prize. Maybe I will put in the $50 just because that'll motivate some people. People are so like, the second you put a dollar amount on it, it's like, okay, yeah, I can lose 10 pounds.
Exactly.
Correct me.
Yeah, I got some results and recovery packets and a couple of protein bars I can throw in there.
Okay, cool. There you go. Yeah, I was thinking we'll do, first, second, third place for sure. And then we'll just throw in some random drawing prizes based on, we can say, maybe it's a Saturday and we'll say, okay, if you take a sweaty selfie and you do 50 extra push-ups on video, you'll get entered into this drawing. Just for today. Like we'll do random stuff like that. So that pretty much covers my list, and ending with, this is partly why I wanted to switch calls to Mondays. I talked about this last week, because, Thursdays were great as far as it's a new week for our business centers. That's when Beachbody refreshes and pays out. But for us all, like Mondays, it's just a great way to start the week. So every Monday on these calls, whoever is on the live call, even if you're just watching the recording, I want you to do this too, but you'll actually comment below here if you're watching the recording. So basically we're just going to shout out our goals. So take a minute, and if you have something to write on, or if you just want to keep them up in your mind, just think of a couple goals you want to do this week. And think in terms of what we talked about today with engagement. If there's something that you've been slacking on that you should be doing, but you're not, whether it be, blog posts, reaching out to a certain amount of people, videos, starting a fit club, all this kind of stuff. Think of just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, how many goals you ever want to do this week, and just think of a few of those. I know for myself, I set goals last week that I did not come near. I can't even put my finger on it. I was in a funk all last week. So I'm repeating those goals I set for myself last week. I'm going to send out 20 business invites. I'm going to get 3 blog posts put up. I'm going to create 3 to 5 videos, and then I'm going to add 2 new coaches and read 1 personal development book. Those are my personal goals for this week. So after you guys have your goals written down, give me a thumbs up. All right. So after you have those written down, just again, open mic. Go ahead and shout out some of your goals. It's called public accountability.
Okay, I guess I can go first. I need to most definitely start building my contact list, because my contact list has gone kaput. From people who don't return phone calls, who don't answer the phone, who I call and they hang up on me. It's really bad, and that's including family.
Oh yeah, that's the business.
I know. So I need to start meeting more people and contacting more people. And we discussed before making contacts with those people that I make through the Chamber of Commerce, and start asking, hey, do you know anybody that needs this, that, and the other?
Yep.
And I have not sold, or there has not been anyone who's purchased anything from me in well over a month. And it sucks, because I want to do this. I'm doing this as a full-time job, so I need to start not making sales, but to do whatever it is that I have to do to figure out a way to convey to people that this is real. I'm not out here just trying to get money. I'm trying to help people out. So I need to start making sales and figure out what's going to work, or I won't be able to do this anymore. Well, I'll be able to do this, but I'll be like, I'll have to go out and get another job, and I don't want to.
Yeah, and that, that's one of the hardest things to do, is take somebody who, they know what Beachbody is. Everyone's heard of P90X. They know what we do. The hardest part is they don't understand the value. So it's our job to convey the value. That's where the conversion happens. When somebody understands the value, like, look at some of the on-demand people. I've had 2 people today that I sent them the link to sign up. They got signed up and they messaged back like, holy crap, this is awesome. They saw me posting about it for the last 3 months or however long it's been out. They knew the term on demand, but it's not until they saw the value in it that they're like, okay. Even with, that my pastor Ted I met with at lunch today, he knows what I do with Beachbody. He's never bought anything. I've trained him personally through my gym with my own workouts, which half the time I would just take some P90X and Asylum, put them together and call it a workout. He's like, oh, this is great. Beachbody. So he was a prime example of, I told him it's a 30-day trial. You get access to P90X and all these different programs. He's like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah. How much is it after 30 days? I said, it's billed $38 once every 3 months. He went, seriously? And you get all that? Okay, cool. That's where they saw the value. So that's when you're talking about making a sale and that conversion, it's not until somebody understands the value that they're going to do it. It's funny. I think of the stupidest stuff and how it relates to Beachbody. I was shaving this morning and I had to go get razors last night because I ran out, and I went and bought razors. And then I'm sitting here going, why am I spending $18 for 5 razors? Because I get like the fancy chic, I don't even know what it's called. Not the
Dollar Shave Club, man.
Yeah. That's what I need to do. Seriously. So I spent $18 on these razors, which I've been buying for a while because I have really, really easily broken out skin from razors. I don't know why. And so this is the only razor I've ever found that works. And I thought to myself last night, why did I buy that? And it's because I understood the value in it. Sure, I can go get the 50-cent razors next to it, but I understood the value, and that's where in my mind I'm thinking, okay, I see the value, I understand it, I'm going to get it. Kind of the same thing with what we do with this whole thing. And that's why I wanted to do this on-demand group, so they can understand firsthand experience the value in it. Because towards the end of these 30 days, I'm going to be announcing kind of our next group, whatever we decide it's going to be. I'm going to announce our next group. We're going to start introducing the challenge pack option. So people who understand the value are going to start looking more at these options rather than just brushing over it because, they're looking at a sale. They're looking at a product. They don't understand the value of it. So yeah, we're focused on these customers for these 30 days. And the last week, we're going to start getting those conversion rates going. That's why it's so important to really engage with these people the entire 30 days. Because if you stop engaging with somebody after 2 weeks, and then at the end of the challenge, you message them back and say, hey, how'd you like the on-demand? Would you like to purchase the challenge pack? They're going to think, this dude hasn't talked to me for 2 weeks, and now all of a sudden they want me to spend my money. That's why it's so important to engage with them. Who else has got some goals?
I got goals.
Yeah.
Woo! So I'm going to try and go to sleep earlier than 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well, I like it.
I'm going to write 2 blog posts about food, like dinners and stuff. Get into contact with 10 new people about the business. Sell a challenge pack, and then check in with my current challengers and past challengers that I have going on right now.
Awesome. Love it.
All right, here are mine. 3 posts on my like page per day on my Facebook like page. I've been slacking off on that one, and I really want to try to build some momentum on that page.
That's a good idea.
So definitely do 3 posts per day on my like page, maybe fitness, nutrition, and then something fun. 3 new engagements, private engagements on my private messages with new people this week. Friend new people, starting conversations and keep that going this week. Start a new and probably finish an audiobook this week. Tonight, actually, I need to start a new one. So I just finished the Entrepreneur's Roller Coaster, guys. That one is awesome by Darren Hardy. Definitely recommend it if you have a chance to listen to it on audio. It's awesome. And 2 blog posts. 1 on running related, because that's my thing. Kind of really into running. So 1 running related, and kind of maybe correlate that, or maybe kind of partner that up with how Beachbody that. And then another one, Shakeology related. I'm actually reading Super Life right now by Darren Olin, the creator of Shakeology. It's an awesome book, guys. Awesome stuff on nutrition, on hydration, on just overall stuff. And you really get, like Charles was saying, you really see the value behind Shakeology after you read, the years of research and study and how passionate this guy is about, nutrition and health and just, living a vibrant life. Definitely, recommend a Super Life if you want to learn a little bit more about Shakeology. And it's really not just about Shakeology; it's just about his whole philosophy in general, and living a healthy lifestyle. But you really see where he's coming from and why he created Shakeology. But yeah, so that's it. Blog post, engagement with new people, new audiobook, and post on my like page.
Awesome, I love it. Who else has got some goals?
I'll go. So lately I haven't really been doing that well on my nutrition. So these this next week, and obviously I'm planning on keeping it going. Staying on track with the 21-day fixed meal plan, and meeting new people, making more contacts. Since I moved here, I just haven't really met a lot of people or done anything. So this Friday is First Friday, so every first of the month, there's like a little art walk downtown in Bend. And I'm going to go with one of my friends and hopefully meet some people. And 30 minutes of personal development a day at least. I haven't been really doing that. I did last night, and it was good. So those are my goals.
Awesome. What about you two rock stars?
All right, I'll go first. So my goals for this week: sell 1 challenge pack because I haven't yet. Finish the Slight Edge. I've been working on that for about 2 weeks now, and I keep forgetting where I'm at, so I keep listening to the same sections over and over again. So I want to actually finish it. And I started to look into a location for a fit club around here, and the first couple places I looked into all either cost lots of money or they wanted insurance, and I got frustrated and gave up, and I want to get back into that. I want to actually secure a location because I am really excited about that idea, so that's something I want to do. Those are my 3 big ones.
Cool.
I guess my 3 big ones are I kind of fell off the wagon last week, kind of fell off the grid. This weekend was kind of rough. I got to post more on Facebook. I got to make more contacts. Like I said, last week I kind of just fell off the grid completely. And the people that I did talk to before I fell off the grid, a lot of them were interested, but I didn't follow up over the last week, so I got to do some follow-ups. So
Cool. Yep. Power is definitely in the follow-up. You guys, some of you have even come from a follow-up. It's the funniest thing. It's like, you get all these people that you talk to and you forget about them, or they stop talking to you for a while and you're kind of like, okay, whatever. And then you come back months down the road and go, oh crap, forgot about that person. So if you guys, Matt nailed it. If you guys have people that you have not talked to in a while, put them on your contact list. Everyone should have some sort of list with names on it. That's called, I call it my master list because it's just my list of everyone I talk to. It doesn't matter if it's Beachbody or not. Everybody I ever talk to is on one big list. From that list, this is why I love Evernote, because I categorize it. So I have one master list. I have another list that is about people I've talked to about fitness and health and their goals, but maybe I have not presented the opportunity to them yet or invited them. And then I have a third list, which are the people I've invited, whether they said yes or no, basically. So those follow-ups are extremely powerful. It's one really big goal everyone should be setting this week, is to make that contact list and start following up with your people. Because even though you're doing the on-demand challenge, you can still be taking on new people and working with them one-on-one. You can still create an open, just basic accountability group for your team. Because you all are a part of this team right now, which is the RNG crew, and that's what I branded. I branched out from my upline, Jason. He has Team Allegiance, and I used that just like you guys are using this. I used that until I built my team to, I don't even remember, like 6, 7, 8 people. I branched off and made my own. So same thing with you guys. Be thinking about kind of what your team names are going to be, and you can start your own accountability group for all your clients. So don't be afraid to keep following up and keep inviting and keep reaching out to people, even though you're already hosting this on-demand group. And again, we're going to be hosting a new group each month. So keep talking to people now, because the people you talk to now are going to be the ones you invite for July. That you always have to be one step further. If you wait until the last week of June and start talking to people and inviting, you're not going to get a whole lot of people. If you didn't get that many people for the on-demand group, I ask you, were you talking to people and starting to invite them in beginning of May? Or did you wait towards the end of the month and kind of do the last minute scrounge? It's just like when you prepare, physically, do you wait until June and go, oh crap, I'm not ready for summer, and then you start working out and eating right, and all of a sudden you're trying to do this last minute scrounge? Or are you already prepping for battle, right? It's just putting in that practice early. So that's just one thing to keep in mind too. These first 2 weeks are crucial. So get out there, invite, follow up, talk to people, reflect on your goals, put these things where you can see them every single morning. The first thing you should do every morning is wake up and look at your goals, because your goals are going to drive your activities that you do for that day. But aside from that, I've got to go host some boot camp and kick some booty with some people. Thank you guys for being on the live call or watching the recording. Again, if you watch the recording, you should have commented or posted inside the group your goals. Again, this is public accountability, so every Monday we're going to do this. Just keep goals fresh. Because if you're still working on the same goals that you set 5 years ago, just swipe those clean. You need to set new goals. So we're going to be doing it every week because it's these little tiny goals that we set now that are going to build up to the 6 figures and the big team and all that stuff we're chasing. But aside from that, peace out, crew. Proud of you guys. This has been Coach Shaz. I'll see you later.